Yes. A security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
I will work and you will sleep.
I understand.
Give me your hand.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy and fun come to life.
Okay.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them. In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello?
They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Bobby! Tell me how to stop them.
It's too late.
Bobby, go!
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
Welcome on some unrelated news that looks awesome as shit. Welcome everybody to the Late Night Talks. I will be joined by my co-host shortly, but we're back. We're back here for another fun-filled night of, well, not possessed animatronic drama. Anyways, I know I've been gone for a couple of sessions. I did a Late Night Talks. But it was more of an update kind of thing. I had Chillmonger, so shout out to Chillmonger. He jumped on the stream. We talked about some Marvel and different things as far as that goes. But tonight, I'm talking about all sorts of stuff. I will be covering my favorite person in the whole world. If you've been here on the channel, fucking Ezra Miller. Can't wait to talk about him. I'm going to be covering The Flash and the absolute bomb that movie has been. Also, I will be talking about the Titan submarine disaster, which I'll probably get to shortly, and my thoughts and feelings on it. Okay, so let me show you guys the picture really quick. Hold on a second. I'm going to take myself out of the frame here. Yeah, so if you guys see that controller, they were using a fucking game controller for that stuff. I've got a lot of thoughts about this. It's a tragedy, and I'm going to get into the details of this story. But I also think it highlights stupidity as far as the whole situation goes. I don't really know what else to say. This situation is kind of ridiculous to me. And that's what we do here on Late Night Talks. So I'm going to be covering that. There is some tragic circumstances. There was a kid involved as far as all of this stuff goes, and I'm going to dive deep into that. But, a lot of stupid shit happening. Unfortunately, I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and I can tell you right now, it's a pile of shit. Don't see it. I'll probably give you guys a quick review of that as well. Quick thoughts, it sucks. It's a waste of money. Don't fucking see it. I thought Crystal Skull was bad. This one makes Crystal Skull look like a fucking work of art. Anyways, ran over as far as that goes. Let me see who's here in the chat. We have Lemon Pie. What's up, Lemon Pie? How you doing? Cement Shoes, good to see you here. We have Janie Davis. What up, Janie? We have Jane Creek. Hello, Jane Creek. How are you? And we have Generation Productions. What's up, GP? Good to see you. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a bit, but we're getting back on track. I got some reviews coming. I just watched probably a movie that'll be in my top 10 for this year, or maybe I'll do another horror list, but I saw the sequel to Becky called The Wrath of Becky, and I think this might actually be one of my favorite horror movies of this year. So far, I haven't gotten to the end of the year or into October where Five Nights at Freddy's might win. If you can't tell how excited I am for that movie. But there's a lot of strong contenders this year, so I'm going to do another horror ranking along with the regular movie rankings. So everything I see that's a horror movie will get its own bracket because I think horror movies would just beat regular movies at this point. So I'm going to do a horror review ranking, like my top 10 horror movies, because there's so many good ones this year. Wrath of Becky is probably going to be like in my top 5, to be quite honest with you. It was a surprise movie last year that came out, I think 2 years ago. And I saw it. I loved it. Kevin James played a neo-Nazi villain, which was weird for me because Kevin James is always a good guy or comedic guy. But this movie, it's Sean William Scott. Yes, from The Rundown and American Pie, plays a former soldier who is in Afghanistan, and he is leading a group of insurrectionists. So they steal Becky's dog, and they do some other terrible things. So she goes on a warpath, and it is a fucking fantastic movie. I loved it. Well, yes, The Flash. The Flash is not going to be in my movies. I am not seeing The Flash. No interest to see it. If you follow my channel, I don't support anything Ezra Miller is in. I won't watch it on HBO. I will not go to the theaters to see it. I will not waste my fucking time. I'm only reporting on the box office. I do not care about that movie. I am not going to support him. What up, Kiefer? What's up? Good to see everyone here. So, I got a lot to get through tonight as I wait for my co-host to arrive. I'm going to first start off with a story that I kind of wanted to cover. This story is about the Titan submarine that recently crashed. And there's a lot of facets to this story that I find very intriguing. Is this a case of rich asshole wanting to do something he shouldn't do? Things like that. There's a lot to this story that I want to cover. So I'm gonna just jump right into this because I find this very interesting. So let's do some screen share magic. And as always, if you guys want to follow along, I put a link to the articles at the bottom in the description, so you guys can click on the tab and follow along with me, so we can really follow along on this. Oh, Laura B, what's up, Laura B? Snuck on in there. How you doing, Laura? Yeah, I'm going to kind of get into this. So, if you guys don't know, it's this is from USA Today, and it is OceanGate's Titan sub. They did an expedition into seeing the wreckage of the Titanic, and this submarine was not safe whatsoever to take this kind of expedition. And now, look, I was in the Navy. There are a small sub like this can only go so many depths down into the water before compression, or the people get the bends, or all sorts of stuff. So I have not read this, but I've heard a little bit about this, and I am just curious as to why the fuck civilians thought this was a good idea. The Titanic is submerged, or the wreckage is like thousands of feet down below on the ocean's floor. It is so in such a state and fragile at this point that even they can't send anything down there to pull it up. Now, you need a particular vessel to get down into that depth. So it baffles my fucking mind how this asshole thought it was a good idea to try to go in a small submarine with a fucking gamepad controller down to the bottom of the ocean. And it's not funny. A kid died in this. There were 5 people who died. The person who funded this, the person who was like in command of the whole bill. But it baffles my mind how fucking stupid this whole thing is. More stupid than PB not being here on time. Welcome, Mr. Pop Culture PB.
What do you mean? I'm here right on time. We're supposed to wait 15 minutes to swear, so I only got 5 more that I gotta wait for. This stuff is just made up. It's not real.
So
You want to know what is real? The
What's
fact
real?
that I knew since I was a little boy that I could be a professional pilot. Do you know how?
Oh, this is interesting. How? How did you know? I'm only 1 beer in, so
Because
I need 2 for this one.
I played the game Pilot Wings, and obviously you can control an entire plane with just a freaking PlayStation controller. If you can do it with a submarine, I'm a pilot.
Dude, and look, I know I've seen the memes, and this
Hello,
shit is not
Laura.
funny.
Hello,
there
GP.
was-
Hello, Jelly.
Go ahead, say your highs. I know you want to.
I only seen 3 names so far. Well, you say hey to Kiefer. I heard that name. Who am I missing?
We got Laura B, Janie Davis, Kiefer,
I said those ones.
Lemon
Got
Pie.
you. Oh, what's up, Lemon Pie?
Yeah, I think you got everyone. There might be some lurkers in here.
Aren't there
Janie
always?
brings up a great point. They're trying to make undersea tourism. I've seen the videos of people spending the night in an underwater hotel room. And Janie, I'd just like to tell you, there was a game I love. It's called BioShock. If you want to see why you should not make shit underwater, go just watch a clip of that game, okay? Nobody should be under thousands of feet under the sea. First of all, the ocean is fucking big, and we haven't even explored what is like a fifth of the ocean's floor. Secondly, these rich assholes think they could use an Xbox controller to control a submarine. I don't trust them to build a fucking hotel underwater. I just don't. What's up, Cage? And look, I know it's a tragedy. People are gonna come on here and they're gonna go, Zod, PB, how could you guys make light of this tragic look?
Because we make light of everything. We make light of everything.
First of all, we're assholes and we make light of everything. But secondly,
Hello, Karen.
we do not make light of those really tragic situations, right? We've covered school shootings and shit like that, but we're not talking about that right now. We are talking about some rich assholes' hubris in creating a vessel that I don't believe should have been even 100 feet deep, to be quite honest with you, when I see the design of it. Okay? I was in the Navy. You know what they make the fucking ships? It's like steel and titanium, bolts, and hatches. You know why we have hatches? Because of decompression. It's so the fucking sub doesn't get compressed.
Dude, if there's anything we've learned in the last 3 years is don't get hung up on the science.
I know. You would think
It doesn't matter how things actually work. Just be aspirational.
Cage, we're glad to have you on too. We missed the crowd. Thank you guys. We're so glad to be back on. I've been going through some shit, but tonight is not about personal shit.
Whoa. You started farming.
What?
You going through shit?
Oh no. It's well, I guess you could call it the farm of life.
That's not how that works.
So patience, or is that supposed to be patience? Are they already fucking up the art?
Patents. Like you patent something.
Okay, all right. That was just my reading then. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
You are way more than 1 beer in, motherfucker.
Patents, lawsuits, safety concerns, then tragedy. A timeline of OceanGate's Titan sub.
Do you want to know what's not tragic?
What's not tragic?
Christine made it to the stream. Good morning, Christine.
Hey, good morning, Christine. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. It's great to have y'all here. If you were watching, appreciate all of you. Did you see my awesome trailer reveal for Five Nights at Freddy's that I played as the intro?
No, I missed that part. I was still eating, guy.
Yeah, you could go back later and see it. It's fucking awesome.
I can go back later and see it, but first of all, I'm not going to. Second of all, and probably more importantly, unless there was a brand new trailer, I've already seen it.
No, it's brand new. It's
What's
full
brand
trailer.
new? So it's what, from 3 years ago? Because that's brand new for you.
No. Like, it just came out. I've been playing the teaser. They actually released a full, 2-minute and 36-second trailer.
Of course they did.
So, yeah, it's on the official site in the whole nine. I played it. I'm a little skeptical. They're bringing in kids or whatever. The dude who made Megan is directing it, so a little worried. It's by Blumhouse. Don't know. There's no rating, so they can go PG-13 or R.
You know what Blumhouse should make next? You know what I'm thinking?
What?
Make a movie named Titan.
Oh, you're bad. You're bad.
I'm terrible. It's a horror movie. How does it not work?
A mission to explore the remains of the Titanic went horribly awry on June 18th, riveting the world as search crews raced against time to find the submersible, which was never going to happen because I knew as soon as the fucker disappeared, I go, oh no, they're dead. Everybody's dead. And look, I'm not trying to be morbid. I was on the sea, motherfucker, and these people went underwater. I was above water.
Under the sea.
Yeah, the less aerial was down
where
there.
life is wetter, that was the problem.
That vanished during an attempt to dive to the ocean's floor, which was fucking, oh my god, okay. I gotta read or I'll never get through this fucking thing, but this just pisses me off all the time. I get pissed off, okay, people, you didn't even have to wait wrong. I thought I was gonna rant during Ezra, but here we are. What pisses me off is these rich fucking douchebags who just think they can just fucking cobble together a fucking sub and go fucking to the ocean floor so I can take some snap photos of the Titanic and look at the wreckage and blah, blah, blah. Now these people are down there with the fucking Titanic. Hello, Sean B. How are you?
Hello, Sean.
The biggest thing that pisses me off, and we're going to get to it, but the biggest thing that pisses me off is this rich fucking prick brought his 15-year-old kid who idolized him, who was excited for an adventure, and his father, who didn't give a fuck, obviously, about his son's life or the life of anybody involved in this stupid fucking idea, brought his fucking kid with him. And look, I think OceanGate is responsible, yes, but my feeling is this. If you meet motherfuckers and they have a Xbox controller that they're using to control a sub, and you say, let's do it. I played Xbox. That motherfucker's good to go. If you sign on to that, I'm sorry. You deserve what you get. I do not feel a sliver of sympathy for any of these stupid fucking people. The people I feel bad for, the one person I feel bad for is that kid. Because he was just a dumb kid following his father. And his...
Whoa. What if he was a super smart kid?
Either way, you do dumb things. We've proved this. I've proved this in real life. When it comes to family, you
proved it yesterday.
You are prone to make dumb life choices. And I blame him bringing his fucking kid along on this expedition.
Dude, what did you think was going to happen? He had been here his entire life. He was used to the environment. You showed up 3 days ago, you're like, fucking A, laser eyes, amazing!
I don't know. I guess it's Kryptonian heritage. We look at things differently. Sean B says, at General Zod, I heard that when the submersible was found, it was more intact than they thought it might be, that there were large parts of it. Yes, because what it did was, okay, little bit of knowledge as far as ships go. So there are two types of explosions that can happen with ships. There is an explosion and an implosion. An implosion is when you reach a certain depth, and if your craft, vehicle, submarine, whatever the fuck it is, cannot handle
I use a rubber ducky.
or your rubber ducky. If it can't handle the pressure, it caves in on itself, and it's like a suction. I don't know if there was some kind of crack or something in the hull and pressure got in and then it went, but it's something to do with there was some kind of leak somewhere for it to implode instead of explode, because explosions typically are gas or pressure from the outside or a force from the inside trying to get out. This was a force from the outside trying to get in. I feel so sorry.
Hold on. Every man understands the force on the inside that needs to get out. We get it.
Yeah, but I don't know what that. You know what? I'm not gonna fucking dive into that one.
Good one.
Nautical puns. I missed them. Yeah, poor boy. Yeah, exactly. And Laura B said, poor boy, he didn't want to go. Probably not when he looked at the fucking ship and he said, Dad, I got an Xbox at home. That's not how you use that controller.
That's not how you use that. No, you know what happened? Right? I got on that thing. They got on it. And they're like, this is how you drive the thing. And the kid said, fuck you, that is off-brand, and that is not my game. And he wanted to get the fuck out. And they're like, really? Shut the door, kid. He's like, you're going to have to make it work. I mean, how many times you use an off-brand controller, and yeah, you can go straight forward, but you got to move the stick halfway before it does anything. And then you can't go this way at an angle. You either go forward or you go hard left. There's a huge dead spot in you. So it's like, yeah, let's fucking dive. And you're like, no, you're diving too fast. He's like, I don't fucking know. Off-brand controller. Microphone. Oh, I thought you heard me the first time, guy. Quite obviously not. Janie Davis says,
oh my god.
They have a fetish rubber ducky and it's adorable. I settled for the red-horned rubber ducky. What the fuck is a fetish rubber? Like, the rubber ducky is a fetish. What do you mean? What is a fetish rubber ducky? I don't understand.
Is it wrong that I'm actually curious?
She'll send me a picture. It'll be fine. She's good like that.
Okay, so
anyway, continue.
So I got a little bit through this before I got pissed off, and today you'd be proud I'm using the arrow keys. Okay.
I have yet. Oh.
That's it.
Hold on, go back up. Paying passengers and Stockton rush to the ocean floor.
Yes, the Stockton 3 founder of the Submersible company.
No, that's his fucking name, guy. His name is Stockton Rush the Third. You fucking putz. I was making a joke that they were rushing to the ocean floor and got there in record time.
Okay, that was terrible.
That's morbid.
That is morbid.
That's what it looks like. Go back up to the picture.
All right.
Oh, it's just the center part. The other thing is just buoys or
whatever.
I don't fucking know.
So on Thursday, the U.S. Coast Guard, and one of the only jobs that they ever do useful, sorry, Coast Guard, announced pieces of the Submersible.
We're sorry for hurting your ears, Lauren.
Submersible were found scattered across a debris field a third of a mile from the Titanic.
Debris field? Like, they went through debris and that's what made it sink? Because there is no breeze below the water. You mean debris? Oh.
Debris. See? I'm out.
Debris. Debris.
Field a third of a mile from the Titanic, which means I wonder, PB, okay? I wonder if they even fucking made it.
Oh, that's not I thought you were gonna say, I wonder if they hit an iceberg on the way down. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
You motherfucker!
Sorry. I thought it was good.
Dude, I was drinking when you said that, and then I got the image of the Titanic
Hold on.
movie with that guy who's like, iceberg dead ahead, and I'm like, oh my god.
Laura B says, can you imagine going under 10,000, I assume that's supposed to be feet, right?
Yeah,
With that fucking tin? And Laura, I can't imagine going under, but I can imagine going down.
Janie Davis has
Oh, goddamn, that wasn't funny at all, guy. Fuck you.
Janie Davis says, at General Saad, I feel bad for everyone involved, but especially the passengers because they control drones with game controllers. Yeah, like, dude, like, here's the thing. I just feel bad for the one smart person, that kid who didn't want to go. The rest of the people knew what they were signing up for. Like, and does this make me an asshole, PB? You call me out when I'm being an asshole, but
sure.
Does it make me an asshole to feel like a full-grown adult who looked at that fucking sub and said, yeah, that looks safe? Like, okay, let's put ourselves in this story, okay? Say me and you were, like, rich, and we were like, how are we going to throw away our money?
Cocaine.
Like, hey,
oh, sorry.
We can go see the fucking Titanic. What do you think about that?
I'd be like, what website do I gotta type in?
And I'd be like, no, PB, we're gonna go see that motherfucker, like, in person. And you'd be
I don't know
like,
how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that.
and then we get there, and we see that there's a fucking knockoff Xbox controller that's controlling the sub. Now, I don't know about you, but me myself.
I thought it was off-brand PlayStation, by the way, but either way.
Either way, it's a knockoff controller.
Okay,
myself, as gamers, we would be like, fuck no. I've seen those. Motherfucker, you're only going to be able to go one way. You can't go left, you can't go right. I've used that controller. Nope. I'm out of here.
You are welcome, Janie. I'm glad that we could be here to spice up your search history, because then you find gems like this. You see this thing? You know what this is, right? Do you know what this is?
I thought she was fucking with us. That's an actual fetish.
No, man. No. This is B-Duck SM. That's what this is.
I feel kind of weird. Like, I'm strangely aroused by this.
No, okay, now it's gonna go away. No, you made it weird.
Sean B says, they also found the remains of those who perished in the submersible. Yeah, I was reading about that too. It's fucking tragic. It is fucking tragic because this should never have happened. I blame the company for saying they can do this, but I also blame the people. These are full-grown adults. This isn't like they had a gun to their head. They weren't swindled. You saw the fucking sub. You saw the fucking knockoff.
Wait, pause. Like, you say that they saw the sub, and you say that they saw the controller, but do we know for a fact that everybody on this submarine could see?
I mean, there is that possibility. That'll make this story more fucked up.
Because I would assume, like, just by the sheer volume of people, there had to have been, like, one blind person on the Titanic, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Right, and they were the only person that was spared because they didn't see the iceberg coming.
I mean...
They just felt it a lot because they're extra sensitive.
So, aboard this vessel, we had a French explorer, which, you know what, I'm not going to say my views on the French, whatever. Paul, the British explorer and jet dealer, Hamish Harding, and boy, am I not going to say that name, of a
Which
prominent,
one? Where are we?
Shahizada Dawood.
Shazada? Sure.
Yeah, Shahzada Dawood, of a prominent Pakistani family, and his son, Sulman,
Sure.
which he's Pakistani, so you know those kids, obey their fucking idiot parents.
Hold on. Scroll back up a little bit, just a little. A little more. Start the day smarter. Get all your news you need in your box. Oh, is that not what it says?
Records show the tragedy was preceded by a long path towards developing craft that would reach the ocean's depths where the Titanic rests. They also show a history of safety concerns. No shit. Retrace the development of the OceanGate, a Bohemian registered corporation. Another red flag. Okay, anything in the Bahamas or anywhere near that, fucking, they move illegal money through there. What the fuck? You think this is ethical? Anything that's offshore or whatever? No. There's a reason why this shit is not done in the States, because there's like regulations and FCC guidelines.
Regulations and guidelines are just there so that you know how somebody else is doing it and where you can cut corners.
And it's submersible.
It's a joke, people. God. Hello, OSHA. Look at my standards.
Are the missing tight sublight. So 2009, OceanGate is founded. In 2009.
I'll continue reading. Are you sure you can handle that guy?
Oh yeah, I got it. So 2009, they're fucking founded. I don't give a fuck about this corporate shit. February 2012, OceanGate expands to Florida and the Caribbean.
Wait, where was it started? No, now I need to know where it was started.
So it was started in California, that looks like. No, hold on. 1984, obtained his MBA. Is this just a person? Stockton Rush III. This is his history, but...
So, he founded a company called OceanGate, but didn't go to the ocean for 3 years?
Yeah, because, you know, you don't need... PB, you just told me at the top of the hour, you don't need fucking experience, you don't need training, you don't need to follow guidelines, you just need a shit ton of money and buy something in the fucking Caribbeans where they don't have dragons.
We've got a leak, Captain! Just pack it full of $500 bills. Okie dokie.
Like, this is, dude, the more I look into this, I can't feel bad for these people. Like, this is shady.
Jelly.
This is... Yeah, I saw that comment. This is shady as fuck. I don't understand how anybody would think this was a fucking good idea, but we'll continue.
Dude, it's so shady. Nope, I forgot where I was going with that, and I thought it was good. Like, life stress. Fuck you, life.
February 2012, OceanGate expands to Florida and the Caribbean. All right, May 13th, collaboration announced with the University of Washington. Oh, well, that explains a lot. OceanGate says it will collaborate with Schools of Applied Physics Lab on Project Cyclops.
Good night, Laura.
Good night, Laura. A new 3,000-meter, 5-person submersible. The university clarified that on June 23rd, they only completed about $650,000's worth of work on a $5 million research collaboration agreement before parting ways. So even these fucking douchebags, because I don't like these these scientific douchebag people, okay, because they're all high and mighty. But even those motherfuckers, with research grants and this university, even they said, bro, it ain't gonna work out. We're gonna part ways. June 2013, studies invasive fish. OceanGate's teams up with Nova.
Oh my God, he was there to study a fish, and the fish invaded the sub, and that's what caused it to implode.
August 2013, submersible feasibility study concludes. So the feasibility of it being able to do this, and OceanGates announced the University of Washington completes design. Wow, feasibility study for
Like,
Hall.
Sorry,
For
it doesn't make sense to me. Like, obviously, it had to have been something that happened relatively suddenly, because you'd think like, oh, we're taking on water. Okay, deploy the buoys that will raise us to the surface because we don't have power. But I think they were going down, and somebody wasn't paying attention to something because they're like, this is the greatest video game ever. Boom.
Yeah, like there's a lot of felt things, but even this testing phase that we're reading through, everything seems to be rushed here. They report published on Submersible, Rush in Science and Technology Director Erica Montega published a report on the Cyclops 1. 2015, some of the earliest paying customers sign up for the trip, of course, because we gotta monetize. You know, we're YouTubers. Monetize, baby. Get that money. Market and sharing. Money.
There you go.
Yep. Dude, this sound okay. Alright. I don't even gotta go for it. This sounds like, you know that YouTuber, as soon as they get 1,000 subs? This guy, okay. And they just monetize right away. They're like, fuck consequences, fuck everything. Safety regulations, what's that? Give me them dollar bills, baby. $10,000? Are you fucking okay? This is the scariest part about this, okay? They essentially paid $10,000 to be in a watery grave, okay? So not only did these people pay an exorbitant amount of money, but they fucking died for their efforts. Like,
exorbitant?
This is double stupid. Is that word? This is fucking double stupid. I don't know if there's another word I could use. Like, I don't know. PB, what you got?
You're trying to get me to come up with a word that's like the fancy way of saying stupid? I like the word moronic, but it's not like fancier than stupid, is it?
I think moronic is fancier than stupid.
Well, I mean, this person's like a stupid moron. Like, it's compounded.
Yeah, oh my god. So, 2016.
You got your regular morons, and then you got your morons that apparently got a lot of money, and then it's like, fuck it, hop on my boat. We're just going to sink to the bottom. And they were like, I'll do it, but my boy doesn't want to. And he's like, well, fuck, I know I can get the boy on here. We'll tell him that we can drive it with a fucking controller, just like playing video games. Boom, kid comes on, he's like, that's all fan controller. Fuck you, motherfucker. I don't touch that shit.
June
I just learned my lesson. I got shot many a time in the Call of Duty.
June 16, OceanGate Submersible dives to wreck. One of the company's submersibles, one of them dives over the wreck of the Adrian Dora off Nantucket. So, but they didn't say it was this one. So what? Was it manned? Was that one manned? Did they even have a fucking person in it? Maybe they sent a fucking sub there with nobody in it just to see if it would fucking go down that far. And they were like, "Oh yeah, we done plenty of them. Look at this. We already did a fucking trial."
You know who they should have got to drive it the first time?
What? Who?
Johnny 5.
Oh man, that's an oldie. Johnny 5. Holy
He'd
shit.
survive if it imploded. He'd just swim back to the surface. Or I guess he wouldn't swim back to the surface. He'd land on the bottom, he'd engage the treads, and he'd drive out like the Nissan Leaf.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to think because he's got the big fucking treads. I'm like, how the fuck would he get? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a robot. He'll be fine. Dr. Robert Ballard has said in an interview 5 years ago that he regrets finding the Titanic because now it's become a tourist trap. James Cameron has said that he told them not to use the sub. And look, I have a lot of issues with James and fucking Avatar, but I will say this much. If y'all watched that fucking South Park episode, James Cameron has raised the bar. Okay? Whenever that motherfucker gets lower, James is there to raise the bar. Alright? But no, like, James Cameron is one of those people that I hate some of his fucking stupid reviews. And I fucking hate Avatar with every fiber of my being. But there's some times when James says shit that is straightforward and to the point. And when James motherfucking Cameron, the dude who shot the Titanic movie, tells you that it's a bad idea, and he's richer than probably everybody who owns this company, I'm pretty sure he has a fucking talking computer and his own goddamn submarine.
Oh, he's got a Johnny 5?
I'm pretty sure he's got a Johnny 5 too, okay? James, if you come across me, I don't care if you hate me, I'm sorry, your fucking Avatar movie sucks, but I need to know, does your house
Hold
talk?
on. I would like to know as well. I'm confused about the statement here. I don't know who the he is. Is the he James Cameron?
Yeah, he's certified.
I don't care if James Cameron is certified. He'd have to be certified to make that shit underwater.
Dude, James Cameron, no matter how much you might not like some of his movies and his personal views, but I give him respect for all the shit he's done. Like,
I don't know any of James Cameron's personal views at all.
I do. He's a fucking dickhead. But the thing is, at least he has some kind of knowledge, right? And when the dude who's certified and has his own fucking scuba equipment and sub and every other crazy thing.
It sounded like you said when the dude who's certified.
When he tells you you should not take the sub to that Titanic site, you would listen to him. It's James fucking Cameron.
No, I put it up. Sorry.
He said, why can't they let the Titanic go alone? It's never going to happen. It's a sad thing. It's like the obsession for anybody to want to be close to a tragedy. Like, I get that. What I don't get is
I want to find something of fucking worth. Like, what have they found of actual worth down there? Because I would like to find some pirate wrecks.
Dude, there isn't shit that the ocean hasn't destroyed by now, unless it was like sealed in plastic or it was compressed with air. You know what I mean? Everything would be fucking.
I shit you not. The ocean is destroying the planet. Just fucking erodes the whole fucking thing away. Unbelievable. It's gonna have a giant ball of muddy water one day.
So, company announces to conduct the fucking deal.
Refund? Is this a Honda airbag?
The Hagels begin to pondering whether the OceanGate for a refund of their deposit. Rush visits their home to reassure them. So, these people were going to refund. They had an attack of the
Holy shit.
one step completed. So they complete the assembly of the core pressure valve bonding to
no
titanium.
one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. Jackie's here.
Hey, what's up, Jackie?
She said, hopefully I'll be back next week. Except she said, hopefully I'll be back.
Shit's been wild here. Trust me, I understand that. And Jackie, whenever you want, you're always available. I did, send you a stream, but I get it. You're busy. JD Davis says, at General Zod's Phantom Zone, people are taking selfies in German concentration camps. Yeah, I've seen that shit. Dude, I don't even want to visit the fucking Holocaust sites, because why the fuck would you want to go there? That's depressing. I don't want to go somewhere where fucking millions of people were shoved into ovens and died. That's, like, I never got the obsession. Like, I get not forgetting, and I don't think you should take it out
What's
of
up,
the history.
Terrence?
What's up? What's up, Terrence? Good to see you here. I get not taking that part of history out. We should remember how horrible people can be because it makes us better. But I don't understand the obsession with memorializing tragedy. I've lost a lot of people on operations too. I wouldn't want someone to fucking trudge through.
You're not no. When you do an operation, you're not supposed to hold the metal part that makes the buzzing noise. You're not supposed to like hold that. I can see how you lost some people. Like you're playing the game the wrong way, guy.
Planet Q Squeeze says, so a couple of months ago I asked if Bruce Ismay should have been tried for murder with the sinking of the Titanic. Now I ask you, should this company be tried for negligence and murder? I see, this is a tricky situation.
No, murder seems to be an intentional thing. I don't think the intent was to lure a bunch of people on the sub and also kill myself. It's not like this wasn't a cult. This was another way for him to dick around and it not cost him anything.
Yeah, like, to me, this is pure ignorance and hubris. Now, should these lawsuits happen, I 100% think they should sue the shit out of this company and get their money worth. But
whoa! Don't you mean hubris?
But at the same time, this is a situation where you also have to hold to account the people involved. These were all adults. These are people, adult rich people who paid their own money and did not research into this. And yes, I know they're putting their trust into someone who's saying this is safe, blah, blah, blah. But once again, I'd like to stress, if someone shows me a sub that looks the way that sub looks and says, hey, get in and it's safe, I'm going to do my fucking research. Now, there comes a point, if you don't look into what you're doing, and you are willing to shell thousands, we're talking $10,000 fucking dollars a ticket, okay? If you're willing, that's like going to Disneyland and Mickey Mouse pissing on you and you want to sue fucking Disney. Now, I'm not a fan of Disney. You guys know how I feel about them. They're fucking scumbags. But if you pay hundreds of dollars and Mickey pisses on your face, well, you paid the money. Is that Mickey's fault? Is that the Disney company's fault? Maybe it's the person in the suit. But no, at a point, you have to take personal responsibility for your decisions. Your greed.
I think it comes down to negligence. It's definitely negligence.
It's highly negligence. Like, we could see from this timeline, they clearly rushed shit. I don't think there were any safety regulations at all. But we're not dealing with an Alec Baldwin situation where it's a clear, like, he cocked the hammer back and fucking pulled the trigger and murdered someone. This is not like the dude intended on killing these people, I don't believe. This is stupid people invested in something stupid and they won a stupid prize. And I'm sorry to sound cold like that, but how does that saying go? When you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes. And that's what these people did. They played a stupid fucking game and they won a shitty prize for their efforts. Nobody should have been investing in this. The minute that you look into this, we've just been going over this for a little bit, and already this shit sounds sketchy. I don't need to follow this. The rest of this is fucking.
Yeah, it's only 2018, guy.
So here's the thing. For me, when you do things like this, you are the one taking the personal risk. This guy didn't hold a gun to anybody's head. Now, I'm not endorsing him. He clearly cut corners. Clearly, even the fucking eggheads at Washington were like, yeah, this is a bad idea. So he probably rubber stamped a lot of shit. Okay? Like, yeah, they're responsible, and they should pay for that. But there's got to be liability for the people involved too. This is fucking retarded. You should fucking look up your information and look at this fucking sub that I have in the background. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
What's up,
do a
Keely
little.
Chan? Oh, you're still talking about this?
Hold on. Is it background or is it overlay?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Okay. I'm gonna point
Excuse
something
me.
out here. No, we're gonna
No, I
point something out.
burped, guy. I burped, so I said, excuse me. Now we're getting growled
Oh,
at
how
for some reason. Who's growling at
Okay,
me?
so look at this sub, okay? That to me does not look like a fucking safe thing. This controller here. And like the joke is, when I got this picture, the joke is it's the Xbox controller, but actually it looked like it had two generic control sticks. It looked closer to a PlayStation thing, but that's not the point. The point is that no way, shape, or form.
Goodbye, Terrence.
Oh, I'll see you later, Terrence.
Keely Chow says, go, Pack, go.
But like, in no way, shape, or form did anything about this feel like it was a smart idea. It was a good idea. I think that, yes, the company should be held liable. I think some of the families should be compensated, especially the kid who went on there with his father. The mother should be compensated by these people. She lost her son and husband. I think she's probably more upset about her son than her fucking stupid husband who thought this was a fucking good idea. She might be sad about him. I don't know. But anyways, I think that the families should get some money for this, yes. But I also don't think in this case it's just the company. At a point, you have to make up your own mind and say this is a stupid fucking.
Guy, do you not think they were lied to at any point where the guy was like, nah, it's fine. Nah, it's fine.
100%. Hey, look.
Well, then you can't make proper decisions with improper information. How would you know?
Because you're going fucking 10,000 feet into the fucking ocean to see the fucking Titanic, and you're not seeing the airline.
Right, and they said, well,
like, is there no...
There's a problem, and he goes, well, don't worry, there's a sensor. Don't worry, there's a sensor. Don't worry, there's a sensor. Yeah, but if nobody's watching the fucking sensor, the sensor does fuck all for correcting the problem. The sensor lets you know to correct the problem, and the problem you have to correct now is your fucking microphone's off. Holy shit. Oh. I don't know how much longer you want to, like, you got a whole bunch of other shit that you want to talk about, and I don't even see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in the fucking title of the stream. What the hell,
put
guys?
and more. Okay, there's only two. There's this, and, of course...
Guardians of the Galaxy. No, okay, no. Are we going to move on? Or do you still have more to say about this ridiculous shit?
No,
I have the real question.
Go ahead.
Okay, you gotta make sure you're ready for this. This is an important question. It's a very important question. Everybody's gonna want to know the answer to this question. So, when eventually in the future, as happens with every tragedy, they make the movie of the sub, right?
Yeah.
Right? They're gonna make the movie of the sub. What will the movie palette look like?
I don't know. Where would I find the movie palette if I
as soon as that movie comes out, you can go to moviepalette.com. Type in the name, which is like, I don't know, 10,000 foot implosion. I don't know what they're going to call it. I just know it's going to be an absolute disaster and people are going to cry. But then you can get a beautiful piece of artwork from moviepalette.com. And then you can also put in code ZONE15 to save 15% and support your favorite YouTube villain, General Zod.
So if you want to implode savings,
Oh, oh, oh no, oh no.
Oh man, okay, I'm going to hell for that one. Welcome back. I know you guys missed
Well,
it.
do you see how predictable I am? You see how predictable I am? I have turned into Ben Shapiro. Or the anti-Ben Shapiro, maybe.
And then later called it. Yep. Yes, you did. Okay, so join us on moviepalette.com, please. Definitely go over there and check it out. Support the channel that way because YouTube is not, because they're a bunch of fucking whores. So I'm sure that's going to help me get monetized. Anyways,
It'll be fine.
Yeah, you know, they still got fucking Jake and Logan Paul. I'll be fine.
They do?
Yeah, Jake and Logan Paul are still doing the YouTube thing.
Mario's a fighter now.
Yeah. He also does YouTube because he ain't never quitting as long as he can get that sweet monetization from all those stupid fucking fans. Anyways.
Wait, this is what Kiersey Clemons look like having a cheeseburger here.
No, this is just a fucking product placement. So the Flash star Kiersey Clemons calls DCEU movie cursed and talks about the difficult experience. Now, this is her.
Well,
she plays.
Hold on, go back up. Go back up. If you have a curse, you can just take one pill a day.
That's for heartburn. That's not for curses.
That's a curse, man. You ask people with heartburn, they'll fucking tell you.
The Flash star, Kiersey Clemons, recently got honest about filming and promoting the DC Extended Universe movie, the worst one of all time. What happened to Kiersey Clemons on The Flash? And in this exclusive interview with Nylon...
Can you not see I have a comment on the screen?
No, I can't because I'm in the fucking article. Hold on a second. Okay. Movie idea. The wreck of the Titanic is killing any sub that invades. I mean, that would be a fucking great horror movie. You know,
get on it, Blum.
Everybody's going to hell for who enjoyed the first half of this stream.
That's fine. I'm sure the jokes in the second half will be just as morbid.
Yeah, we are talking about Ezra Miller. Prepare for
Bingo.
At least six rants. So, an executive or an exclusive interview with Nylon. I just fucking said it. Why can't I say it now? Help me, PB. You're my only hope.
What's her name? Kiersey? Or which one? Where are you stuck?
The last name.
Clemons? You can't say fucking Clemons. I had a
total fucking, I had a moment, and I was like, I fucked up on Clemens, the easy one. I had Kiersey down pat. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking rolling. And then the fucking easy last name got me. Okay. Recalls landing the role of Barry Allen's love interest, and then she found out that it was fucking Ezra Miller, and she instantly regretted it. I'm sorry. Love issue, Cyrus. This is the shortest one, and it's going to take me the fucking longest to get through. At the time when dope director Rick was attached to the helm of The Flash. Since then, the project has been through a revolving door of directors and writers, finally having gone into production with director Andy Muschietti, which I want to stop right here, okay, and make this very clear, to make this perfectly clear, okay? Fucking go on. Okay, there we go. I love it. Andy Muschietti is a great director, but I don't give a fuck who you put on this project. The minute you had that fucking emo, fucking confused piece of shit Ezra Miller, and I'm not going to call him he, him, her, whatever the fuck, because he's not serious about it. He doesn't give a fuck. He's playing that card so nobody calls him out on his shit. That grooming pedophile piece of shit. The moment that DC kept that motherfucker on there, and WB, they pulled a fucking Disney, and they kept that fucking piece of shit Ezra Miller in the movie, you tanked the whole thing. You got rid of Amber Heard. Why the fuck would you get rid of her and keep fucking Ezra? Whose dick got sucked at the top that Ezra has pictures of that you cocksuckers are so fucking scared to get rid of this fucking stain on fucking humanity. This motherfucker should not be doing movies. This motherfucker should be in prison right now. But no, we have him doing The Flash. And guess what? The movie's gonna lose a fucking $100 million. So good fucking job. And on top of that, you motherfuckers had the nerve to put Zod in it. How fucking dare you? I have waited for Zod to come back for fucking years. I was like, R-rated Zod, let's go. And what do? You put Zod in the fucking worst movie of the year. You put Zod with fucking Flash. Why? Not the Superman movie? Not the brand new fucking Superman movie? No, you're gonna fucking put Zod in time travel shenanigans Flash movie? Why? Why? You wasted Michael Shannon again in this bullshit fucking role. You wasted Michael Keaton. Why? Any other fucking movie would have been fine. Anything. I would have took fucking Blue Beetle. I would have took fucking Aquaman 20. I would have took a fucking solo movie with fucking Amber Heard as the lead. I don't give a flying fuck. But you put him in this movie with the worst fucking character in existence. You try to cover it up, and you're like, oh, we're getting Michael Keaton Batman back. Don't you want to see? Yeah, I want to see Michael Keaton. I don't want to see two Ezra Millers. I don't like one Ezra Miller. Why the fuck would you put two of them in it? And you're like, Zod, wait a second. It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because not only do we have two Ezra Millers, but one will be even fucking more annoying than the first Ezra Miller. So then you're like, oh, well, this Ezra Miller isn't that bad because this Ezra Miller is more fucking annoying. So now you can like the first Ezra Miller because the second Ezra Miller is more of a fucking dickhead. No! That's not how characters work. Just because you make someone slightly more annoying than the original doesn't mean I'm gonna like the fucking original annoying person. I hate them both. It just makes me want to tear my fucking hair out because now instead of one dickhead, I have two. And then you go and spoiler alert, if everybody gives a fuck, I don't fucking care. Fucking Batman dies? What the fuck? So you kill Michael Keaton Batman, you fucking kill Supergirl, and you keep fucking Ezra Miller? Fuck you. And I don't care if that was a spoiler for anyone or if anyone fucking ruined it. I'm sorry I'm being a dickhead about this, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You kill the best parts of the movie, and then you expect me to go and endorse this fucking piece of shit? And they're like, oh, well, we got Nick Cage. No, you're not going to lure me with Nick Cage. Unless it's the fucking man himself in the original Superman suit, I don't give a fuck. Okay? You're not gonna fucking bamboozle me and go, well, Zod, we have Nick Cage. You still want to fucking buy that ticket? No, I don't want to fucking buy that ticket. I don't give a fuck. Because all you did was take a scene from like fucking 16 years ago with Nick Cage trying on the fucking Superman suit and go, oh, look, we completed the scene that everybody wants to see. Well, guess what? Nick Cage is still not fucking Superman, so I don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I had to get this rant out for like a week.
Ezra sucks.
like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, the premise is fucking stupid. And here's the justification I've heard, PB. Here's the justification. Oh, well, this Ezra Miller is more annoying. So that means you have to like the original, right? No, because now you have two annoying Ezra Millers. How does that make the movie better, PB? If you take one fucking annoying Flash, which we can agree, okay? If we take out our personal bias, or mainly me, right, of Ezra Miller, and just look at it as the Flash, he was fucking annoying, okay? So their solution, PB, their grand plan, how they're gonna fix how fucking stupid and annoying he is, okay, well, here's the plan. We're just gonna go back in the past, and we're gonna make an even more fucking obnoxious version of Ezra Miller. Do you want to see that movie? Because I sure as fuck don't.
No, it just makes me sad that Harrison Ford likes Indiana Jones so much, but he doesn't like Han Solo.
I mean, if you saw Indiana Jones, then you would actually say he probably loves Han Solo more because That's a topic for another day. But that movie was
Really,
fucking-
because it's the exact opposite. Because he never wanted to play Han Solo again. They had to pay him a crap ton of money, and then when he came back for the new one, he said the only way that he was going to do it is if they killed him, so he'd never have to do another one ever again. But he just keeps making Indiana Jones movies.
Zod should be in the new Super. Zod should be in the new Superman movie, not the fucking Flash movie. I agree. I agree 100%. Like, I don't know why you bring back one of my other favorite Zods of all time. You bring back Michael Shannon with the fucking kick-ass goatee. He's got the gray just like me, fucking trim, the whole 9 yards. He fucks people up, and PB.
Do you think you're Batman now?
Huh?
You think you could be Batman now?
At this point, yes. Fuck
No,
it.
no, you could not be Batman now. Do you want to know how I know this for a fact?
How do you know this for a fact?
I met your mother.
Touche. Okay, so what? I'm sorry. I knew this was where I was going to rant the most. Okay, so not only has
Funko
Clemens,
Pop Movies, DC The Flash for $4.99, American.
not only has Clemens had to endure the number of release date shuffles because this movie was a shit show to fucking begin with, and reshoots from the DCEU film, but also struggle with the media and press on questions about the legal problems of her fucking retired, stupid, fucking confused, fucking piece of shit co-star Ezra Miller. And then they say, buy the Funko Pops. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'm having to not just go through my personal experience with Ezra being my friend, which, yeah, okay, I'm sure he's your friend. You know what, Clemens? I don't blame you. I don't blame you, girlfriend. You do what you gotta do. She said, friend. She probably means, like, he fucking said something weird and she gave him a fake number so that he wouldn't fucking call her thinking he was really fucking Barry Allen. Fucking weirdo piece of shit. Anyways, I'm sorry. But then also having to answer questions that aren't mine, Clemens says. I'm not going to do that in the media unless it's asked of me by someone who's been hurt by that person's actions. Otherwise, I'm speaking on something that's mine without consent. I was getting asked before I was given permission, and also no one of Ezra Miller's accusers has given me permission to speak on their experience with Ezra. The issues with Miller were not the only challenge for Clemens. Previously, the actor was set to make her DCEU debut in 2017's Justice League until Josh Whedon deleted her scenes. Uh, con conclude what conceding? Oh yeah, conceding with uh, that dude's exit from the Flash. Though her role was restored in the 2021 Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was the best fucking thing ever made, despite what PB says, Clemens feared she had no future in the DCEU. I was freaked out because at one point that there was rumors online that I was getting recasted, which was humiliating. It was more embarrassing and hurtful than getting cut out of Justice League, which I was able to understand more than the rumors of being recasted with the Flash. I was so young and I was excited, and the director that I was supposed to be with was gone, and so I felt dismissed and replaceable. Despite the challenges and the struggle of all the chaos surrounding the Flash, the Irish role uh, for almost a decade since she was cast, Clemens felt a relief then when the movie finally hit theaters. Now the movie's out, I feel like the last nearly 10 years, it's been fucking 10 years, they've been dicking around with this movie. I've just been smiling and giving so much grace, Clemens says. Well, she seems nice. I think it was to protect my peace of mind. Now I can finally say and admit the whole thing made me cry, more than it made me smile. I think I only smiled over this thing at the premiere. So, I feel bad, okay? I feel bad for the fucking co-stars and the people who had to go through waiting because Ezra Miller's a fuckhead. And, y- you know, um, she seems nice. She seems nice, and I get that, okay? Just imagine for a second. You're casted in a movie. PB, you like fucking Marvel, so let's just
Oh, I
say you're
thought that was the end of that sentence. I thought it was, well, baby, you like fucking.
so let's just say you were casted in the new Guardians of the Galaxy. You're gonna be the fucking
My entire self, or do I get to Bradley Cooper it?
no. It's gonna be you. You're gonna be the fucking Viking beard. Okay, the Viking beard of knowledge. All right, you've been casted for this epic role. You're gonna meet the whole cast. You're gonna finally be on set with these people you admire, and then all of a sudden, this dickhead twat decides he's gonna go off the fucking rails, and then your movie gets delayed for like 10 years. Okay,
That's
I
it.
understand her being uh excited to finally have the movie. And you know what? I feel bad for the people attached on this fucking film. Ben Affleck, dude got fucked out of Batman. That's just my personal opinion. I never thought Ben Affleck was a bad Batman. I mean, PB, I know you love Justice League by Zack Snyder, okay? So hold your major just wanting to suck Zack Snyder's dick. I understand. You're a huge fan. But let's be real. I didn't think Ben Affleck was a bad Batman. I'm just going to say it. I thought he really cared about the role. I don't know. I don't know how you felt about him being Batman, but, I felt he was all right. He was pretty good. Hey, PB. PB.
Yeah.
Okay. PB, what did you think of Ben Affleck's Batman?
Just Batman or Bruce Wayne?
Okay, we'll keep this fair. What did you think of his Batman? Because his Bruce Wayne was, I thought his Batman was pretty good.
This Batman's pretty good. He's definitely in the top 2.
I mean, he fucking worked out for that. Like, he was pretty fucking ripped. I think that's the most.
I feel like I've said this multiple times before. I believe that Ben Affleck, for especially how skeptical I was before we actually saw him in the suit, is the most well-rounded Batman / Bruce Wayne actor that we've ever gotten. So
Yeah.
depending on where you rank, I mean, you just rank the things and you figure out which one you like the best or whatever.
I mean, me personally, I'm still a fan of, with Batman, I'd still say Robert Pattinson. Fuck you, I don't care, I like him. But I would say, like, I don't know, I'd even say Conroy, though. I'd say Conroy, but he's animated, so I don't know if we can really count that. Can we count voice work? Because I'd say Kevin Conroy is the best Batman. And then it'd be like Michael Keaton, and then Christian Bale, and then Ben Affleck, and then James Pattinson. But that's not to say none of them did a good job. So let's talk about our final topic, because I know you've been super excited. So while you
a shirt on purpose.
So while you start your review, because I've got to piss, give us your initial thoughts and warning. Hold on, I didn't get the banner ready. Spoilers for this movie, even though I don't know why you haven't seen it. Go ahead and tell us your thoughts of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and go.
It was real good.
God damn it.
Oh. Okay. I was wondering if that was going to be some response. Oh, man. You haven't enjoyed a Marvel movie that much since I saw Spider-Man. What the fuck is it? No Way Home? I'm pretty sure that's the subtitle of it. The third one with all of the Spider-Men and all of the nostalgia. But this didn't have. I mean, you had tiny moments here and there where they give you little bits like Yondu. That can hit a nostalgia bone, but I mean, he just died, so it's still fresh.
So okay, tell me what was your gripes, and I want to see if they match up with mine. So
My
what?
biggest gripe is there are multiple, at least 3 times, maybe 4 times, and I'm sure other people probably could have felt it more than I did, but there are multiple times where they do an emotional scene and then they cut to something that's meant to be funny, and it probably is funny, but you just been like kicked in the fucking nuts, and they're like, "Would you like to have some ice cream?" And I was like, "Well, yes, I would like to have ice cream, but I can't really enjoy it right now because I'm massaging my balls."
I mean, I disagree. I thought honestly this was more of a serious movie than
No, it was
most.
no. I'm saying it was more of a serious movie, but there's multiple times in the movie where they have a serious scene, and then they splice it with something funny.
See, I got
Like when
gotta
Peter,
say,
like hold on, like right at the end when Peter, spoilers, he goes and meets his grandpa again. That's a fucking emotional moment, and then right after that, it cuts to some of the other Guardians dicking around, like right afterwards. And I was like,
mean,
oh, they didn't give you a transitional moment of somebody like essentially doing nothing, where you can get focused on the next thing instead of punchline.
okay,
This is a very small gripe, guy. This is the only issue I have with the movie. That's it.
Okay, I'd say my only issue with the movie, and this is literally the only problem that I have, was that I did not like the fact that fuck, where was I going with this? Oh, okay, yeah, all right, got it back.
Are you gonna talk smack about Floor? Because I will not have that.
No. My only issue with this movie, honestly, my one gripe was Adam Warlock.
Oh, I thought that was great. I thought that was some quality, like making him at that point.
Not if you read the comic. Look, I know what you're
Guy, they literally explain it in the movie.
No.
Yes.
Adam Warlock is supposed to be one of the most powerful fucking. He is on the level of fucking Superman. Okay. They made him a bitch in this movie, and this is my issue.
Oh yeah, they made him such a bitch they made him such a bitch that Nebula fucking stabs him through the heart, and he's like, "Oh, that hurt."
Let me explain. This is my issue, okay? They first introduce him, and he comes through and fucks everybody up, grabs Rocket. Good, cool beans, right? I'm like, oh shit, like. Okay, they're making Adam Warlock a bad guy, which he isn't, but I understand the situation, right? He thinks he's doing the right thing or whatever. Okay, like, but cool. Adam Warlock comes in, fucks people up, fucks Rocket up. Like, kudos. I was like on board. I'm like, oh shit, like, good for you, James Gunn. And then the shit with like the person who made him or whatever else, and then they explain that is not Adam Warlock's origin story. Okay. If you don't know, but they fucked this up because they gave it to Vision instead.
Guy, they didn't fuck anything up. They didn't fuck anything up.
They fucked it up. They tried to explain it away and say, "Oh, he wasn't in the chamber long enough."
I'm not having this dumb fucking argument over again where you're gonna tell me that, oh, the movie didn't do what the book did. The movie is not the fucking book. The movie is its own story, and every fucking character, even the ones we don't see at the beginning, every single fucking character has their own origin story in the MCU.
No, you cannot do an origin story close to what the character is, cock tease everybody, and then
yes, you can.
"Oh, no, just kidding.
Yes, you can.
because he's too powerful. That's what
Yes,
they
you
did.
can.
They knew he's
I
one
don't
of the
give a
most
fuck.
powerful characters, and so they had to fucking nerf him. And I'm sorry, that's a fucking deduction on points. You can't do that. That's bullshit. He
It's not
fucking
bullshit.
had gone
It's
toe-to-toe
not.
with
It's
Thanos.
not the comic book, guy. It's
I
not
don't
the
give a
comic
fuck.
book.
They implied it, and the only reason why he was not in Infinity War, and this is in a fucking article, the only reason
Doesn't
why
matter.
he was not in Infinity War was
Doesn't
because of that
matter.
bullshit when James Gunn got... No, wait, hold on a second. When James Gunn got fired, okay, Adam Warlock was supposed to be in Infinity War and Endgame, but after James Gunn got fired, they tried to scrap that whole thing. And then when he got rehired, then they were like, oh shit, we introduced Adam Warlock. We gotta put him in this movie. Like, no, like, if you're going to do him, then do him justice. And then you can't cock tease us, have him fuck up everything, and then for
Oh
like the
my
rest of
god.
the movie, he's not
This
fucking
is
in it. And then he's all like, oh, well, I gotta protect my mom, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on. That shit was weak. Even if we go by the movie, it was
dude, this is the same lame argument that you used for MODOK.
God damn it, PB. God, no. There is a line. There is a line you have
There
to
is
draw.
no
And I
line.
blame James
There
Gunn
is
for
no line. Guy, okay, this is my question. No. This is the question then. Because it's a big problem here. Every single time that they reboot Spider-Man, or they reboot Captain America, or they reboot Wolverine, Hulk, pick any single fucking one. You can even go over
don't
to the
fuck
other
them up.
side.
None of them got fucked up.
No. What do you mean they don't fuck them up? They turned Captain America into a Hydra agent. Right. And everyone fucking hated it.
I actually, no.
Still comic accurate. Because it's the comic. But that's not the Captain America that was there before, is it? So you're telling me that every time that a character comes back from the dead, and they're not exactly the same as they were before, or every time there's a universal reset, and some characters are a little different, that's okay, but it's not okay for a character to be different in the movie. The movie has to be like this one comic book that I read this one time, because it said the Adam Warlock introduction.
No,
Fuck.
I'm saying if it's the defining characteristic of the character that you're changing, then I have a problem. If it's one thing in one issue, then fine. Fuck it. I don't care, okay? I don't have a problem with them. I've never had an issue with how they've done Spider-Man or even Captain America.
Hold on.
Or, hold on a second. No, I'm going to finish this. Hold on.
Okay.
Or them making Captain America Anthony Mackie's character, because that was in the comics. I don't have an issue with that. What I do have an issue with is if you lose what makes the character that character, then it's not fucking Adam Warlock. If he doesn't have the fucking traits, you're just slap the name on a fucking generic character A.
No, hey, microphone. Perfect timing. Nobody wanted to hear that crap anyways, because he's just like, it's not the way it was in my comic book. That's all you've said for the last 10 minutes. It's not the way it was in the comic book. It's not the way it was in the comic book.
I got a good one for one. Do you think Han Solo in The Force Awakens is the same Han Solo as in all the other Star Wars movies? I don't think that is Han Solo.
Because he gets older.
I do not know. I don't think that's Han Solo.
What do you mean? Did you say he's the corporate version?
I say it's the Kathleen Kennedy corporate fucking her version of fucking.
Well, cool. And you can say that about all their characters, but it doesn't change the fact
Chewie was still fucking Chewie.
It doesn't change the fact that you have nothing to base it off of, guy. There's nothing to base it off of.
We do. Han Solo died.
No, you don't. There's no fucking book to Star Wars. There's no book to Star Wars.
No, I'm saying...
They make novels after they make the movies. That is correct. But the movie is the origin. So when the book says something different from the movie. Like when they make the comic book Marvel Avengers Endgame, the book, and there's something different. No, listen to the question. If there's something,
story, you need to have the character's characteristics. If not, it is not the same fucking character. That's like making Captain America and then making him black and saying he's Nazi. It's not fucking Captain America at that point. It's a fucking character you've made up. So what I'm saying is, if you are going to make Adam Warlock, who is Marvel's version of Superman, okay, then I understand you need to nerf his power, because Adam Warlock is one of the most powerful characters in Marvel. Like, end of story. There is nobody else more powerful than Adam Warlock.
Yeah, I would agree with you if he was fully formed and hadn't come out of the chamber early.
That's okay. You know what?
What do you mean? How are you going to say it's bullshit when it's literally what happens in the movie?
That's their bullshit explanation to nerf him.
No, it's not. He's not going to be nerfed. He just needs some fucking time guy. Like, I don't know, maybe the rest of the time that he needed in the fucking chamber? And whatever that equivalent is to living, breathing air normally, whenever he reaches that, I mean, you make it seem like Superman came to Earth and he was doing all the Superman shit when he was a baby. No, he wasn't. In fact, he did almost none of it. And then you make it seem like, well, Superman should be doing all the Superman stuff, because how can you call this boy Superman if he's not going to do the Superman stuff? You watched 10 fucking seasons of Smallville and you called him Superman the whole goddamn time and he never flew. So fuck it.
Hey, you know what? I have a counterpoint to that argument. Because they didn't change the character of Clark Kent. Clark Kent was still Clark Kent.
No, you're not talking about, no. You didn't say change the character. You said change the characteristics. You said change the characteristics. He wasn't. He never flew. Superman flies. Superman fucking flies. It's literally in the tagline.
Hey, hold on. In the early days, even in the comics,
holy shit.
Like everybody else, he has to learn how to fucking do that. So there is a fucking very valid...
just like Adam Warlock has to learn how to get all his power. No, it's different. No, get the fuck out of here. You gotta be kidding me, guy. It's okay for Superman to develop his power over time, but Adam Warlock has to go from 0 to 100 as soon as he pops out of fucking chamber. Do you remember what happened when Steve Rogers popped out of the chamber? Do you? Because he didn't go from 0 to 100. He fucking tried and he crashed. He ran through a fucking wall because he don't know how to run as a big fucking guy. You gotta be kidding me. Are you calling some comic book expert to back you up because you never find nobody? Ain't not gonna happen. I'm so upset about Guardians of the Galaxy because Adam Warlock isn't full Adam Warlock. And I want to see him go full Adam. Like, come on, guy, you gotta be kidding me. And then you're just like on the phone to something.
I'm sorry, bitch, you called me. Look. We're not going to fucking agree on this point, and no, I'm not going to accept it.
Yeah, of course we're not going to agree, because every time that you tried to make the point, you said something totally ridiculous that doesn't make any sense. And then I give you the explanation, and then on top of the explanation, I give you the example that's exactly the same, and then you go, no, it's okay for Clark, but it's not okay for Adam.
Because he was fucking born on Earth!
Be consistent. Be consistent.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm just asking for consistency.
Let's move on, because obviously we're not gonna fucking agree.
9.5. 9.5.
Okay.
This is top tier fucking Marvel. Everything about it.
I had a solid 9 just for the Adam Warlock thing. But anyways, what was your thoughts on the villain? I have 2 very
Adam
big
Warlock?
thoughts. No, he wasn't the villain. The fucking the evolutionary guy.
He tried to kill the rabbit.
No, he was not the villain. Look it up. The villain is that black dude.
What do you? Oh, of course, a black dude has to be a villain. I see how it is. Of course, you would think that the black guy is the villain because, you know, if it ain't white, it ain't right. Except Adam Warlock is gold, so he ain't white either. So you can be racist against him. It's fine. We know that's how you like to play it. And I know you want to say so many things back to me, and you're like, fuck, I'm on the mute. I can't fucking say nothing.
No, the main bad guy is the evolutionist or whatever. What did you think of him?
Yes, the high evolutionary.
Yes.
I mean, I like the reveal. I like the reveal at the end that the face was on his face and he still had his old face. That was good. That was real good. I like that.
I had just one problem with him.
It's not like a comic book. He doesn't have his full power. I get it, guy. I get it.
Shut the fuck up. No. That wasn't my issue, you fucking racist. The High Evolutionary in the comics actually wasn't that great of a villain. James Gunn did a better job. There, you happy? He actually did a better job. The only issue that I had is that I don't like it when they do the villain who like screams and yells to try to make him kind of like intimidating. And the other issue I had was the fight. The fight at the end, like, okay, this is your big bad guy, and I'm very mixed about this, and I actually want to get your opinion on it. Okay, I think it's funny that at the end they beat the shit out of him, and he literally puts up like not a good fight. But at the same time, it's kind of anticlimactic. That would be like if we got Thanos and then he got beat by like Hulk in 3 seconds. Like when he grabbed Hulk's fist, and you know what I mean? And you're like, oh shit, he actually went toe to toe with the Hulk and he fucked him up. Like I expected a little bit more. Like he got fucked up by the Guardian at the end of that movie. Like he got like what? Groot smashed him on the ground, fucking Rocket shot him, fucking Star-Lord shot him. Like
yeah, I'm not entirely sure he's still alive.
I felt like it was a very underwhelming kind of ending for that character. Like they kind of hyped him up and then
I don't remember. What do you mean? They hyped him up in the movie?
Yeah, like they made him like this kind of like big imposing force.
Dude, I thought that was great. I thought it played exactly the same way as it does in Loki.
See, I don't like that comparison because
where they're like, "Who is the Wizard of Oz?" And then you find out it's just some lame fucking guy. Because he doesn't actually have telepathy. He's got some fucking thing in his suit that lets him control gravity. It's not an internal power, it's an external power.
I get that part, but I feel like he should have put up a little bit more of a fight as the main villain. Like,
well, all I know is you say that he's better in the movie, but I don't appreciate the fact that he's not like the comic book because it's not real. That's not the High Evolutionary. He's supposed to be a shit villain.
I mean, not exactly a shit villain, but he ate like crap.
You see how ridiculous that sounds, everybody?
Shut the fuck up. This is the same fucking comparison as Adam Warlock, one of the most iconic fucking Marvel characters, and you should be ashamed.
He's not that fucking iconic. Are you kidding me? Like, I got it. Adam Warlock is like
heroes.
Dude, Adam Warlock.
Marvel, and I know.
Okay, I know what we're doing for the next stream, guy. I know what we're doing for the next stream. We're gonna do a Marvel character tier list. Just heroes, because that's how Marvel rolls. They don't give a fuck about their villains. Just about heroes. and we'll see what S tier is, because you were trying to tell me Adam Warlock is S tier, and nobody knows who the fuck he is, guy.
That's because you. Okay, never mind. You fucking.
That's part of what makes the character S tier, or you could have.
He was the one who beat Thanos in the Infinity
Right,
War.
Adam Warlock is a quality B tier. Quality B tier. Might put him in C.
Fuck off. You know what?
And you're like, oh, he beat Thanos, and I was like, no, that was Iron Man S tier.
That wasn't the.
It happened. I watched it happen. That is the story. Why are you trying to make? Why are you trying? Why are you trying to make
realistic tier list?
Why are you trying to make this?
On Wikipedia, the actual fucking Infinity War comic, and see how it fucking turns out.
No, I don't care. I don't have to look at the. I don't have to look at the comic to know what happens in the MCU. The MCU is not the fucking comic book guy. What don't you get about it?
Adapting. You can't claim you're adapting a source material and not fucking adapt the source. That's the whole fucking argument.
Okay, so now we're back. We're right back to you want 1v1s. That's all you want to fucking see. You want to just see, take this fucking comic book page and make it so I can see it on the screen, and then how now I get to see, instead of going from screen to screen to screen, I get to see all the time where nothing happens in between the fucking blocks, because it's just a person walking from here to there. But as we know, because you love that Snyder Cut so fucking much, people go wild for Batman doing not a fucking thing, walking on a cliff, fucking wild for it. Like, oh my god, did you see how he walked across that cliff for 20 fucking minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry, but if we're talking DC,
God damn,
DC's got way fucking better characters.
That has nothing to. Right. They got way better characters that aren't the fucking characters, because there's not a single goddamn DC movie that's like a single goddamn comic book, because they all leave stuff out, because a copy is not what it means to be inspired. How many times have you watched a movie and it says, like, I don't know, Cocaine Bear inspired by a true story. So Endgame is inspired by a comic book. And Adam Warlock does, oh, would you look at that? Fuck all!
I fucking hate you.
You fucking got me awake now, you motherfucker.
I poked the cocaine bear.
Whatever, it's I don't know, I think I might I don't know the next time I'll be able to watch this movie.
No,
I mean, I have the same issue with this movie that I had with Endgame, because I went and saw Endgame right when it fucking came out. I think I went the next morning. I was like, yeah, we'll see it as soon as I can, because somebody's going to spoil this sucker for me, and then I'm going to be pissed off. So I need to go and see the fucking movie. And then I didn't watch it for a long time, like several months, and one night I was sitting there going, oh, how come I haven't rewatched Endgame yet? Like, I watched part of it and I fell asleep, but I haven't, like, sat down. Like, I liked the movie. I should probably give her another go. So I gave it a go, and then, you get to the Black Widow Hawkeye scene, and I was like, oh god, no, just like fast forward. Nope, just go forward. And then you get to the end of the movie, and you hear Tony talk after the battle, and then he says, I love you 3000. I was like, oh, yeah, here come the waterworks. That's just how it's going to happen. Then I watched this fucking movie, and I was like, holy fuck, man, I'm not going to be able to watch this again for a year.
Planet Q's Queen, I doubt it. J.K. Rowling is fucking nuts at this point. I don't think, and it's going to be on HBO. I'm 50-50 when it comes to them doing,
What do you mean? What do you mean you're 50? It being on HBO doesn't matter to you. You pay for HBO, dickhead.
No, I'm saying they're rebooting Harry Potter. I don't think they're going to do it good. They're probably going to have.
Right. That's not what you just fucking said. You said, and it's on HBO, like that's an impediment to you fucking watching it.
No,
Like
no.
you were giving reasons on why you weren't gonna watch it, and you said, and it's on HBO. Okay, except
No.
you got HBO.
It is an impediment because some of the stuff they're adapting, they're not doing a very good job.
Holy fuck, man! That's not what that means.
You know what? Fuck you.
That's just you being a little bitch and not giving stuff a chance. Why don't you go read a comic?
I'll read the real fucking comic where they really fucking do Adam Warlock justice.
Yes, and I will watch the movie and eat popcorn and not damage a single comic. You eat popcorn while you read, then.
I can. So there.
No, Jelly, the MCU hits me in the feels all the time. They're way too good at it. They're way better at it than DC is. Like, I don't know, the entirety that DC's existed.
Fuck off. DC has had some good fucking...
Dude, nobody... Do you have any idea how many people on the planet... No. This is the point. Do you have any idea how many people on the planet are calloused? Not like they just don't care, but they're calloused to the fact that Bruce Wayne's parents got killed in front of him when he was a boy, because we've seen it fucking like 8 goddamn times.
Dude, how many times have they fucking killed Peter Parker's fucking... What is it? Grandpa, fucking... Yeah,
not as many times as they killed Martha.
No, bullshit. In every fucking movie, at least once, they bring
really?
it up.
Every movie? Hold on, no. We're not talking about bringing it up. We're not talking about bringing it up. We're talking about it happening. Like at the beginning of Batman v Superman.
Do that every fucking Spider-Man movie, even though
really? In Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3? In the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Did they even kill Aunt May in the new one? No, they had hot Aunt May. So fuck you.
They killed hot Aunt May. That's worse. I'd rather they kill the uncle.
Oh my god.
They fucking killed Marissa Tomei. That's a crime against humanity. I mean, granted,
I can't argue against the inconsistency in your logic.
You weren't pissed off that they killed hot Aunt May.
All I did, my point was, they done Batman more than they done Uncle Ben. That's the whole point. You're wrong. You're wrong. They do it every time there's a new Batman. They do it every time there's a new Batman. How many Spider-Men have there been? Answer me.
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. So like 3.
How many Batman have there been? You don't have to count Adam West.
Fuck off. Okay.
Engage. No. How many?
Fuck you. That isn't fair.
Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and the Battinson. All there's twice as many Batman as Spider-Man, and you want to think that they did their fucking death more than they did his fucking death? Crazy guy. It's just math. All you gotta do is the math. Have another beer.
Jada says at Gerald Sott's Phantom Zone, they killed Superman and I felt nothing. I love Superman. Yeah, because he didn't really die. They killed him and then he came back. And that was animated, so fuck you, that still counts. PB. Fine, they did fucking kill Superman.
No, all of them. No, all of those fucking DC animated movies that are amazing, you don't get to claim those as being amazing. They didn't put the comic book on the screen. That's
literally
stuff.
what the fucking comic book is, just animated. And no, they didn't fucking change the source material, unlike the movie. 90% of those fucking comics follow the exact fucking storyline as the fucking comic book. And guess what? It's moving pictures and it still fucking works. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's your fucking concept that you just fucking ranted about for an hour. And they actually did it. They took the fucking comic book. They literally made The Killing Joke, which was, wait for it, a fucking comic, and they adapted it fucking frame by frame, only animated, and yes,
Okay.
you're right. The pictures
Killing.
moved,
Hold on.
and people loved it. Oh
Hold
my
on.
god.
It's The Killing Joke? The Killing Joke?
They did The Killing Joke, they did Death in the Family, they did the fucking, they've done multiple DC.
Okay, no, you ain't gotta explain it to me, guy, because I've heard you go and give reviews of movies before and how accurate they are of what happened and how it happened and when it happened. And I will go and read this comic book, and then I will watch this animated movie, and then I will come back with a list of stuff that you just bullshitted.
You know what? If it gets you to read the fucking comic, then I have fucking won. I will take that, sir. And be like, you know what? Even if you fucking prove me wrong, because I, as a person who's read it way before you, and I know that they didn't fucking.
Oh, no. I don't have to read the comic, guy. I just have to look at the pictures and match them up to the screen. I'm not reading it. I'm opening the pages.
Oh my god. So this has been fucking.
Dude, I told you, I knew that the main character was Rocket the whole time. I fucking called it, man. A number one.
Dude, let me tell you, I have always loved Rocket, but this movie, Rocket is actually the leader. He is the leader of the Guardians.
So the creepiest thing in the entire movie, what would you say the creepiest thing in the entire movie is? Because they're gonna make a fucking toy or plush or whatever of it, and it's gonna be some creepy shit. You got an idea, guy?
What's that?
Yes, I know. You were reading something, and then you completely disregarded everything I was saying to you. I get it. What's the creepiest thing in the movie? It was clear to me. Can't get the image out of my fucking head.
Are you talking about the cute bunny rabbit? Because that's what everybody says.
No, I love Floor.
You
mean the retarded bunny rabbit?
It wasn't retarded.
Dude, the bunny is retarded.
He's special needs, you insensitive prick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what funky dunky thing they did with that rabbit's brain, but it's funky dunky. And why did he... Like, he must have been the first to go around, and they nicked a little something they shouldn't have, because he don't have a mouth either.
I mean...
I don't like the robot voice like that. It's not cool.
Yeah, I can kind of get behind that little fucking...
Creepiest fucking thing in the movie. You gotta go away for a moment, Jelly, because you're not gonna like that. The creepiest thing in the fucking movie was a walking Groot head.
I mean, yeah, that kind of threw me off. I thought of John Carpenter's The Thing. Remember when
Never seen it.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta watch that movie. We'll do a live stream. You have my fucking Amazon information. If not, I'll give it to you. The Thing.
No.
Dude, The Thing has Kurt Russell as the
I know
most
who
badass.
it is.
Yeah, it's fucking badass. And there's a scene where the Thing infects somebody, right? They're doing an autopsy, and they do the little paddles, like clear, and the dude's mouth, or the dude's chest turns into a giant mouth and eats the dude's hands. And then they're like, fuck, kill it. So they start to set it on fire. His head comes off, and he walks across the floor with like a little antenna thing and just a fucking head and scurries across the floor. And that's what that reminded me of. I was like having PTSD. I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking creepy. Like, I feel like that's what James Gunn was doing, like a little homage to, like, because there's no reason for it. And like, okay. The other thing, if he's just a head,
yeah. If he's just a head.
If he's just a head, does he regrow his body, or did he find his body and reattach his head?
Yes, he's like Deadpool.
Okay, that was just a question because they never showed it. That was the question I was wondering. Like, did he reattach himself to his body, or did he just grow a new body?
Everything that comes off dies, guy. He can't reattach stuff.
So then it just grew back.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, because I was confused because, like...
Okay, stop being
cut off
confused
his
so I can
arm and it
ask
grew
you
back.
this. It said the legendary Star-Lord will return, so who else is going to make a movie with him?
Maybe Rocket? Bradley Cooper didn't say anything about leaving. I know Drax is not going to be there, Gamora.
Yeah, he said he ain't going to be there because it's too much makeup.
I gotta be honest. I'm just, maybe this is a hot take, but I think Dave Bautista's a damn good actor, and good for him. He should like get more roles.
I thought he was a good actor already, but then after I seen Knock at the Cabin, I was like, what the fuck?
I disagree. I thought he was very good at Knock at the Cabin. I thought
That's what I just said. That's what I just said. I said I thought that he was a good actor. But then I seen that and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Like, is that a good what the fuck? Or like...
Yes.
Oh yeah, like, dude, I could picture him doing more roles like that. Like,
the root is his head, Jelly. That's the whole point.
Okay, yeah, JD Davis. I mean, I'm just confused about it, because I thought, is it like a thing where he just goes back to his body and regenerates it? Or was it like he just grows a whole new body?
Also, yes. He does it all. He's like the Superman of plants.
Fuck
except he's not actually the Superman of plants, because it's not the same as the comic book, so it's not him. None of his characters are the characters.
No, I'm saying, even in Marvel, most of the characters retain what makes them the fucking character.
Which is the fact that race of people created him in the chamber. That's what made Adam Warlock, and that's what he retained. It's the most important part of his origin story is where he comes from, because that's the whole setup.
He came from the fucking Infinity Stones. That's the whole goddamn point. He was literally created.
So then why weren't you fucking pissed off about this years ago, guy?
I was!
No, I remember you going, oh, there goes the Adam Warlock, oh shit. That's who's in the chamber. I remember.
Yes! And then they... okay.
But we were never going to see Adam Warlock the way that you explained it to me, because how could that be Adam Warlock if he's created in a chamber instead of being created by the Infinity Stones? It doesn't make any sense, guy. It's just not logical.
Oh my god, now you're just doing this just so you can get my rage. Because now I'm gonna fucking not be able to sleep. Because I'm gonna be thinking about this goddamn thing. I'm gonna go back to all my fucking comic books that I have. And I'm gonna be like,
okay. What is your favorite scene?
When I thought Adam Warlock was going to be a badass and he crashed through and fucked them up, I thought that was a pretty good scene. I was like, oh shit is serious. I also like that too because of, like, just the way he came in. And, like, the Guardians are always expecting shit. I've never seen a movie where the...
No, Captain Marvel did. Your microphone went off. You've never seen a movie where the microphone goes off so frequently. I get it.
I've never seen a movie when the Guardians have been, like, caught basically with their pants down. Like, they've gotten into situations and, you know, Star-Lord has bullshit his way out of it. But they were like Star-Lord was drunk. Everybody was, like, asleep. And, like, when he just, like, flew through there and fucked them up, I gotta say, that was one of my favorite scenes. Like, I was like, oh, shit, it's popping. He just went in there and fucking wrecked everyone. I really enjoyed that. That was probably one of my favorite scenes. That and Drax and Man arguing. in the
What
car.
is your least favorite scene?
I'd have to say my least favorite scene was probably. It was probably. I'd have to watch it again because I can't pick off the top of my head what I really thought was my least. Probably when they like cut to him arguing with his mother, Adam Warlock. Like those scenes with the gold lady and them arguing back and forth. I thought it made him look like a fucking pansy, and it kind of pissed me off. And that's when I realized this wasn't going to be an exact 1-for-1 for Adam Warlock. Yes, I know, like the comics, fuck off. But yeah,
You're so angry.
like I think my least favorite scenes was that moment when they were kind of arguing back and forth, and then the High Evolutionary kind of made him look like a bitch. Like I was like, how does Adam Warlock go destroy all of this shit, fuck up Raccoon, and then like what, a couple of scenes later, the High Evolutionary comes in and kind of makes him look like a bitch. I get it. He had a device and no one knew how it works. But then he gets beat by the Guardians so early. So, like, there's kind of like an inconsistency there. Because I would think Adam Warlock would be able to still do some shit against them. But, you know, whatever. That's those interactions I didn't like. I thought it was kind of pointless. It didn't add anything. They could have just quickly said, yeah, you fucked up, I need you to find the Guardians. And I don't like the scenes where the High Evolutionary was kind of yelling. I think a villain is more imposing when they're calm, cool, and collected. Okay, like a perfect example, right? Joker, General Zod, Thanos, right? Those guys don't have to yell because they give you a look and you know that they will fuck you up. Like, take Infinity War or Endgame, right? I never seen Thanos really yell. He raised his voice, but he never yelled at anybody to be intimidating. He was just kind of like, you disappointed me. And you felt like Thanos would kill someone at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Josh Brolin and the way he did that character, he has this like imposing kind of voice. I feel like when people yell and scream, sound familiar? Like Kylo Ren. Right? When you have to yell and scream and act like a fucking baby,
Okay,
you're not
so
scary.
you're telling me this is what you wanted. You wanted Kylo Ren to be up in his 18 Gorilla Walker. I don't remember what the fucking letters are, and you wanted him to go.
Okay, let me ask you something. Did Darth Vader have to scream? Did Darth Vader have to yell? No! He just said, your lack of faith disappoints me. And boom! Fucking choked you in the air. End of story. He didn't yell at anybody. Name one time Darth Vader yelled at anybody in a fucking room. And you didn't feel like he could fuck everybody up in that room. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to have your villains.
Oh, he yelled at the fucking Jedi Council. This is outrageous!
No, I didn't say
What are you talking about?
I didn't say Anakin. I said Darth Vader. They are two very different characters.
Same voice box.
Same voice box, two different people.
Right, so we're talking about the voice box yelling, and that's when he yelled at an entire room of people that murdered him altogether.
No.
Maybe they should have.
Maybe
they should have.
The only time he ever yelled was...
Yeah, I know.
That was the only time he ever yelled. But the rest of the time, he was calm, cool, and collected. When he called... Dude, everybody that was ever called into Vader's chamber, except for Grand Admiral...
Okay, so you're telling me. This is what you're telling me. Now we're doing villains. We're doing villains and yelling, okay? So you're telling me that you're sitting there and you're watching the movie, right? You're watching the movie, and as the movie goes along, because he's cool, calm, and collected at the beginning, so he must be a massively imposing villain. But as you get as you get towards the end of the movie Unhinged, I believe Russell Crowe starts to yell a little more here and there until he's almost constantly yelling. And he does not seem less imposing at the end of that movie as he did at the beginning when he was like, "You could have gave a courtesy honk. Beep beep."
No, that was different. That was different because we've seen Russell Crowe punch fucking reporters in real life. That was
he'd be fighting. He's fighting around the world. Fighting around the world.
Fighting around the world. I mean, come on, you can't compare that Russell Crowe performance because even though he was yelling, it was still a subdued, creepy kind of thing. Okay, that was like you could see someone. He's actually Gerald Zod's Phantom Zone. The line, "I found your lack of faith disturbing." Exactly. That part where he's like, "I find your lack of faith disturbing."
Okay,
And
well,
like,
you want to know what's disturbing?
Joker never yelled. Name one time Joker yelled. He's like, "You want to see a magic trick?" And
He yelled, "Why so serious?"
no, he just went,
Yes, he
"Why
did.
so serious?"
And then he got louder, and then he got louder, and then he got louder. And if you were going to tell me that he wasn't yelling by the end of him saying that,
He elevated his voice. He was yelling.
holy fuck. Can you just come up with one consistent argument tonight?
I am being consistent, motherfucker.
Okay, well, you say,
says, but he doesn't yell it. Thank you. I rest my case. I just watched The Dark Knight with Bitchy Unicorn. He does not yell once in that movie. He elevates his voice, but it always stays at a kind of calm, mellow tone. It's not like a bratty, "I didn't get my way, so now I'm pissed off and I'm just going to throw a tantrum." That's my issue. It's like, it's not so much imposing as it is a temper tantrum. Can you tell me Kylo Ren fucking...
wait, are you're talking about The Dark Knight?
Yes, in The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger does not yell once.
Okay, well, when Zod said that he just recently watched it, he's probably talking about, like, I don't know, 2014, 2015. It came out in 2012.
No.
Just because it's on the shelf. Just because it's on the shelf don't mean you fucking watched it. Oh, open her up. Open her up. Open her up. Is the disc in there?
Yes, it's in there because I put all my discs back. You never leave the disc in
If
the
you
machine.
just watched it, it should be the last disc in the system.
No, you never leave your disc in the system. That is bad for the fucking DVD, and I don't care that it's Blu-ray and it's scratch resistant. I put
God, you
every
have no idea what what do you
disc.
think is bad for the DVD in the system? That's like saying, don't leave your CD in the CD player in your car. Take it out every night and exercise your inserts and excerpts on your CD player. Nobody's ever fucking said that in their entire goddamn life. What are you talking about?
I never leave
I
my
take
CD.
my discs
What
out.
if I want to switch the CDs? Now I gotta take the other CD out, put a new CD in, find where the CD case is for the old CD instead of just putting it back, which I should have did in the first place. So now I got 3 more fucking steps.
Dude, we're talking about something in a case. The case gets opened. You take the disc out. You put it in the machine, and then you set the case immediately next to the machine. Because the next time that you have to make a disc change, you're going to need the case of what's already in there. You fucking retarded guy.
I have to say, we are the most sophisticated show on the internet. We spent literally probably an hour arguing about that.
You're not going to see that every Friday night.
No, and you're definitely not going to see that on any other fucking channel on fucking YouTube. I can guarantee you. I don't know about you.
No, I agree with you. There's no place else. And in fact, any moment now, there's going to be no place on the internet where you can get it live because you need to end the stream, guys. It's been 2 hours. I told you you got 2 hours.
We did exactly 2 hours, so thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. GP, Janie Davis, everybody who's
Yes, you people are amazing.
you guys are great. What do you have coming up before I do my big long 20-minute plug?
Strawberry season.
Okay, so go check out Strawberries on PB's channel. Maybe he'll post
There's
a
not
video.
going to be no. There's not going to be strawberries on my channel. You asked what I was doing. I'm doing strawberry season.
Or maybe you just like post a short of strawberries. Just fucking film it and be like, strawberries. Dude, you get like a fucking 1,000 views because nobody will know what you're talking about. They'll be like, what the fuck does strawberries mean? Is it a secret code? Is it drug related? We don't know.
Maybe you've given me some inspiration.
That's what I'm here for. Anyways, I will be doing a movie review for Wrath of Becky, which was a great fucking movie with Sean Scott Williams from American Pie and other various movies. The Rundown with The Rock, a great movie if you haven't seen it, and Christopher Walken. But yeah, Sean William Scott recently came out with Wrath of Becky, and he plays a fucking evil douchebag Nazi and does a good job. And Becky is kick-ass. This is the second movie, and I'll be doing a review on that. Maybe because I did my review of Becky a while ago, I might do another review because Kevin James played a Nazi, and he did a fucking great job. I like that there's comedians playing serious evil people roles, so I will be reviewing that. And late night talks, and I'm thinking of doing some more gaming streams on our alternate channel, which is the Prophets of Geek Culture. The link is in the description below. Go check us out. I'm going to do some Marvel Snap, and big news, I got a review code for DC's version of Marvel Snap. It's called DC Dual Force. So I will be reviewing a Marvel Snap but in the DC universe. Do I have General Zod's card? You'll have to tune in and find out. But yes, I am super fucking excited. They sent me the code. I have the client. There's supposed to be a beta test weekend. They canceled this weekend to kind of polish it, but they'll be doing one next weekend. So I'm going to live stream it on the Prophets of Geek Culture. So if you're interested in Marvel Snap, but DC Snap kind of a deal, come check it out. It's a fucking great game. I can't wait to reveal it to everyone. Yeah, so big things happening. Go check us out. Thank you everybody for watching. Shout out to Chillmonger for doing a stream with me last Friday. I look forward. And as always, remember the only rule here in the Phantom Zone:
No off-brand controllers.